Welcome to my second tutorial on resistive circuits. In this video, we will discuss one problem from a recent paper of GATE exam 2020 electrical engineering. Okay, just look at the problem given in the figure. So in the figure you will see that we have to find out VTH, okay, at these two terminal. Okay, that means if you look from this side, then the open loop voltage at these 2 points will give you the VTH. Okay, so VTH is same as VOC, open circuit voltage. Okay, and this problem is very simple, very simple problem that we can solve within a minute. So what you'll do here, you'll see as this end is open circuit, there is no current flow here. This side current is 0 ampere. So this current source 5 ampere, it will supply 5 ampere. So that current has to flow to this side only. So this branch current is 5 ampere, right? So as 5 ampere is flowing, so potential gap between these two end means across this resistor 2 ohm will be V equals to I times R. So mean 2 into 5 means 10 volt. Okay, now if I consider this node, this is the ground one. So with respect to this end, this potential is 4 volt because between these two nodes there is only one source 4 volt, right? And with this one there is no series resistance. So there is a pure voltage source between these two nodes. So this potential is 4 volt. So if I say this is a point, so this is A and this is B node. So at this A, the VA equals to 4 volt, right? And VA minus VB, this gap, so this is minus, this is plus, VB is more, okay? So better that we can write VB minus VA, right? So VB minus VA, that difference is given 10 volt. So you see with respect to this A, being in the V point, you are having more potential by 10 volt. So total potential at VB is simply, that imply that VB equals to VA plus 10, that means 4 plus 10, 14 volt. And so this VB and this end potential VTH is same, so VOC is same as 14 volt. So we are done. So VTH is simply 14 volt. This is the answer. So one thing you may notice here that this 3 ohm resistance is not playing any role in this circuit. Okay, so this 3 ohm resistance, you can just discard this resistance. Okay, and this thing you can do if you have some elements across a pure voltage source. Okay, so that thing we have discussed in detail in my first lecture on resistive circuit. So please go through that lecture and the link will be given at the end of this lecture, right? So you see, if you have a voltage source, pure voltage source, something V, then anything, whether it's a resistance or it's a current source, if something is connected here, this is R, this is I. Now to analyze the rest of the part of the circuit, we can ignore these two because these two end, at these two end, the potential is always going to be V only. Okay, so this will just, we can eliminate these two and we can work with only this voltage source. Okay, this V only. So we can eliminate these two, we can remove these two. The same thing, that if you have a current source, and in series with that one, if you have some voltage source or resistance, you will see this current source I and resistance R and V, and it will try to provide the current I here. Whatever potential it is this one, and whatever resistance will be this one. Okay. So we can model this one as simply a current source, ignoring these two elements by short circuiting. Earlier, removing this resistance and current source by open circuit, and here we remove this resistance and voltage source by short circuit because it has to supply the same current I. And the potential across the capacitor inductor, potential across the current source is depending on the other parameters in the network. So there is no fixed potential across the current source. Okay, so it will try to provide current I only. So that type of concept is given in my first lecture. Please go through that one, and it will be helpful to analyze. So you see, using this one also, using some source conversion, we can solve this same problem. Suppose if we wish to find out the RTH as well. So the question is that what is the RTH for this one? So by simple mechanism, okay, we can find this one. So you see this end, we can make it short circuited. So this one, I can make it short circuit, and this current source, I will make it open circuit. So if you look from this side, you will see this 3 ohm and 2 ohm. They are in series and it is shorted. There is no more resistance. So 3 ohm, 2 ohms are in series. So RTH will be 2 plus 3 equal to 5 ohm. Very simple. And if you use source conversion, then also we can get this one. So you see, first we will remove this 3 ohm. So we'll work with this 4 volt and this 2 ohm resistance. Then there is one current source, fine. This is 5 ampere and one resistance 3 ohm. Now we can simplify this one. This voltage source resistance, we can convert it to current source and resistance, parallel resistance, remember. So current will be 4 upon 2 means 2 amperes. And this is your 2 ohm, right? And this is your current source, another current source. And this is your 3 ohm. Current source is 5 ampere. Now this 5 ampere and 2 ampere is a 7 ampere total current source. Parallelly they are connected. And this is your resistance 2 ohm. And this is your resistance 3 ohm. Now again you can convert this current source to voltage source. Then what you will get? You will get a voltage source and series resistance. And this will be 7 into 2 is 14 volt. And this 2 will come here. And then that 3 will be connected here. So you see the equivalent only. So only one voltage source and one resistance. This is a VTH. VTH is 14 volt, and RTH 2 plus 3 series, that is your 5 ohm. That already you have got it. Okay, so it's very simple. So we'll discuss more problem in the next video. Please keep on watching my videos, and if you like, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.